the recording. All right. All right, Cindy, thank you for that reminder. All right, can everyone hear us clearly? I just want to make sure too, we've got our volume set properly for you guys.
Just drop us a yes if you can hear us okay. Yeah, we got some yeses, Trish.
All right, perfect. All right, well, I think we'll go ahead and get started. I know there may be a few more people who hop on, but in fact, I see the numbers still going up. But hopefully everybody will be on here in a minute, and we have a little intro, so they won't be missing, you know, the bulk of it. So I'm going to go ahead and start this slideshow here, Ruth. And we're going to go ahead and get started.
So welcome everyone to Social Network Marketing Professionals. Today we are talking about our 6-step attract your downline process. This is the exact same process that Trisha and I use to attract people and recruit into our team. And tonight we're going to be sharing it with you. So I'm super excited. So I am Ruth Sheridan and I have Trisha Frizera on with me. How's everyone doing today? It might be morning where you are, afternoon, evening, depending on where you are in the world and where you're joining in on this training. We want to give you a really, really warm welcome. We're going to be talking about our 6-step social media prospecting, recruiting, and product sales process. And this is where we're going to help you find prospects that are interested in your business, turn them into raving fans, and have them say yes to your product or business or your service in less than an hour a day using Facebook. So we do a lot of different kinds of social media training for business. This training specifically is going to be all about using Facebook. But yes, you can definitely use all of these strategies we teach on some of the other social media platforms like Instagram or LinkedIn. And I know a lot of people use Instagram and things like that. So a lot of foundational stuff that we're going to be talking about in this training is going to help you. And we just want you to note a couple of things here. We are using Zoom. So in Zoom webinar, as some of you have noticed, there is a chat function. If you do have questions, please do drop them in the chat as we go along. We will be checking in every once in a while to answer your questions. But certainly at the end, we will go through all of the chat and all of the questions to get all of your questions answered. We don't like to keep stopping in our trainings because it seems a little bit disjointed from time to time, but be assured we will get all of your questions answered. So if you haven't met us before or been on any of our trainings before, we really do want to give you a massive warm welcome. We are all about delivering as much value to you and your business as fast as possible. And especially in these times, we want to grow our businesses now. And we give these tips to you in really sort of easy to digest steps that you can go and implement right away in your business. You can even do it today or this evening right after this training. Okay, so take notes. We move a little bit fast. We like to have a lot of fun, and we try to be as interactive as possible. This is a really, really powerful training, guys, but only if you apply it. So you're definitely going to want to take some notes on some things that you're going to want to apply. We're going to be sharing scripts and processes. We're going to be basically just pulling back the curtain on what we do on Facebook to generate a lot of interest, a lot of phone calls, and a lot of people saying, hey, I want to join your business. I want to do business with you. And we're going to show you exactly how that happens. We really can't wait to help you through this training as we go through our 6-step attract your downline process and 10x your product sales training. In this training, we're going to be using some snippets out of a brand new training group that we have. And we'll tell you a little bit more about that at the end. So let's rock on, guys. Are you excited? Drop me in the comments if you're excited to hear about our process.
All right. So here's how it's going to go down. All right. We are going to show you how to use Facebook to build your business like a professional network marketer or whatever business that you're in. If you're in real estate, if you're an author, I'm seeing some people probably typing in network marketing because I know some of you. And we're in, or some of you might be in the home business, some people in different companies. You know, I'm sure there's all different company names out there. And that's awesome, whatever it is. If you're selling something, promoting, or recruiting, you're going to find value in this because we're going to show you how to use Facebook properly to make yourself look like a professional rather than that guy or that gal that's, you know, just out there, you know, spamming their business all over the place and not even getting any results. We're going to show you how to get your prospects to view you as a leader and as a person of massive influence, even if you're brand new. In fact, we get a lot of people asking us, I'm brand new, can I still do what you teach? Because I don't have a success story yet. Well, we all started somewhere, right? Everybody starts somewhere. And if you do it the right way, if you set yourself up right from day one, then it won't matter. So if you're brand new and you're getting this information, really consider yourself super lucky because when we were brand new, we wish we would have conducted ourselves like we are now and like the way that we're going to train you today. On Facebook, back when we, you know, wouldn't have burned out a lot of our market like we did, we're also going to show you how to generate a bunch of leads and prospects. We're going to show you how to follow up with them and close them into your deal. Yes, even on autopilot. So there's some cool ways that we've learned and how to leverage with our business so that we get autopilot sales and definitely wake up every morning to an inbox full of leads and people that know who we are. And so when we call them, they're excited to hear from us. And I know a lot of people, this doesn't happen for them, but we're here to show you exactly how to set this up so that it will happen for you.
Okay, so I'm getting some messages that you guys can't hear me very well. Is this any better? I've moved my microphone closer to me. You can type in the comments if this is a little bit better. Thank you, Gary, for letting me know. Awesome.
Is my volume okay, guys?
Yeah, I think it was my volume, Trish. I'm not sure why, but I brought my computer a little bit closer, so maybe that'll help.
All right.
Okay, guys, so it's so great to meet you. We're Tricia and Ruth. We've been in network marketing for a combined 20 plus years. We build entirely online using attraction marketing. We are both marketing coaches as well with a well-known internet marketing company, and we feel mentally and physically on fire. We're both moms, and in the past 3 years, we've coached over 3,000 struggling network marketers. We're both six-figure income earners, super passionate about helping people achieve their dreams. And I'm getting a not better from Wilma about my sound. I wonder if it's my internet.
I actually can hear you fine, Ruth.
Can you?
I can, yeah. And yeah, so I'm not sure, maybe Wilma might need to turn up. I'm not sure, but I can definitely hear you very clearly.
Okay.
All right, guys, so we're going to give you a copy of our what to say when meeting a prospect for the first time tonight, right? So we promised you that we're going to give you a free gift for just showing up with us, and this is what it's going to be. It's a $97 value, but this actually has our scripts in it that we use when we connect with prospects. So we're going to talk about how to find the prospects on Facebook in this training, but you're going to want to be using these scripts to make that connection and get them talking to you and interested in your product, service, or opportunity. So this is going to be hand in hand, super valuable for you after we're done with this training here tonight. And we're going to show you at the end of this training how you can get your hands on this copy for absolutely free, just for showing up live here with us. So you're definitely going to want to stay until the end with us.
Now we want to make sure that you're obviously in the right place and this training is right for you. So if your goal is to professionally sell more of your products or services via social media, then you're in the right spot. If you've tried using social media in the past to build your business and all the effort is just not getting the results you want, then you're also in the right place. If you need more teammates, you're going to get a lot out of this training. And if you're frustrated with your warm market and you want to expand beyond them, you're going to get a lot out of tonight as well. Really depending on, where you're at. And if you have a long-term vision for your business and you understand that with any big reward, there's going to be some work involved, this is also for you. We're going to have some fun. We don't teach get rich quick gimmicks. That's the last thing we ever teach.
No.
There's going to be some effort. Obviously, you need to put effort into anything that's worthwhile. So obviously, you got to take action on what we teach you. If you want to position yourself as a credible authority who people naturally want to do business with, you're going to get a lot out of this. And if you're super busy and you need a more leveraged way to build your business, this is also going to be an awesome training. And I know you're going to love it. We get a lot of leaders from other network marketing companies say that they're just busy and they need some leverage, or maybe people have full-time jobs and they're just so busy that they need to create some leverage, some automation in this business. Then this is really going to help you maximize your efforts.
So here are a couple of tips tonight, okay? So first of all, we really want to make sure that you guys are going to be present during this training. Make sure you're paying attention and for sure be taking some notes. And interact afterwards in the chat where we'll answer all of your questions. Also, we ask that you please turn off all distractions because obviously this is your business, right? And if you treat it like a business, it's going to pay you like a business. So feel free to ask questions, engage, and obviously stay awesome.
Okay, so how we got here. Some of you might know our story already. If any of you have been on our trainings before, you might know us. There's so many new people connecting with us every day that you might not know our story. We both didn't have network marketing success in the beginning prior to building our businesses online. When we both started in our home-based businesses, we actually had a decent warm market. They took our home business presentations pretty well. And actually some of our friends and acquaintances joined our businesses. And within a few months, we were super stoked. We were, we thought we really had it made, that things were going well. And we saw success stories and we were really, really pumped. So naturally you're thinking we'd have immediate success, right? Well, it didn't really go that way, unfortunately.
No.
We're going to be completely transparent and honest with you here. After a few months, these new recruits, they either quit or they did nothing. And I don't know if anybody's been there before. Drop me a me if you've been there before, where you feel like you're the only really excited one and your team just isn't doing anything. They just the people we brought in, they just kind of supported us. They bought our products, but kind of avoided us after too long. Then came the dreaded task of going out to hunt for new prospects at the mall. And guess what? Those people at the mall, they were not shopping for a business. They were shopping for shoes and purses and things. So, that's just what our uplines told us to do. Like, hey, you got to go find more people to talk to. And I had a full-time job in a brick and mortar business. And Trisha, you had a full-time practice where you were running it and busy and raising a family. And we really didn't have a lot of time to go do that. And we knew there was a more productive way to be spending our time when our business started to really get rolling. We were out 5 nights a week doing home parties, meetups. We were already working 9 to 12 hours a day at our regular jobs. And we really just wanted what the industry promised us, a home business. And there was really no home in that equation. We were out, we were hustling. We really didn't know where the light was going to be at the end of the tunnel if we kept going in that direction without any leverage. And honestly, our uplines just kept teaching us what they knew at the time, which was all old school, like going to coffee shops, talk to people. And we were like, okay, this is great, but honestly, we don't have time for this. And when we go out to talk to people at malls and coffee shops, they're not really taking us seriously. Our cold market prospects actually gave us a lot of skepticism. And the reason why is they didn't know us. We were strangers. They didn't know our backstories. They didn't know if we were credible or not. So we decided to go to the internet to find people. we saw that there were some people doing this online thing. And we really wanted to figure out how to do it properly. Because number one, we didn't have the time. But number two, we wanted to stop wasting time and starting dealing with people that were already looking for our product and our service or the benefits that our opportunity gave. There's like so many people out there, guys, who are looking for things like weight loss products, skincare products, business opportunities. And there are ways to actually find them using the power of the internet. And we said to ourselves, if we can find a way to do this, to position ourselves in front of those kind of people, then we knew we would be way more effective than spamming Facebook groups and going to coffee shops or malls or stuff like that.
For sure. I remember going and spending an entire Saturday at Starbucks. I can't even tell you, meeting after meeting after meeting. It was so embarrassing, to be honest. So now over 2 million people are on Facebook, right? Which is better than 20 people in a coffee shop. I can promise you that. So now, what if you learn how to use Facebook the right way? What if you actually knew where to go, where people were already looking for what you had? And that's what we're actually going to be training you about tonight. So we decided, all right, let's figure some stuff out. What's the first real rule of business? Anybody who takes business marketing in school, right? Or any of you out there are business majors or did take business? Ruth and I, obviously, we're both CPAs, and we spent our early years in business school. But what's the first rule of business? The one thing we remember, and the one thing, and that is location, location, location. And if you take a look at these stats, we have close to 2 billion people on Facebook, right? Instagram's climbing up there. WhatsApp, I don't know what they're at. And I'm not sure if you guys even use WhatsApp. It's a pretty cool one. But 2 billion people on Facebook. So if you have a business, if you have a product or service or opportunity that you're marketing, where should you go? Well, you should always go where all the people are. Now, you probably already know that's cool, but are you doing it the right way? Are you actually getting the results that you really, truly want to get on social media? You're probably here because you want to amplify whatever results that you may be getting. Or maybe you've tried marketing systems already, but haven't gotten anywhere because they leave you stuck or frustrated, confused, and overwhelmed. Because I know that's exactly where Ruth and I were before we learned how to do this the right way.
So here's what we did a few years ago when we knew, okay, we're going to the internet, we're going to learn some new internet stuff. Now, here's what we did. Because we didn't know any better, we posted all about how our amazing company, our products, we shared the links to our company replicated website. We did all of that. And it's funny because we see so many people still doing this on Facebook simply because they don't know what they don't know. And we totally get it. We shared like all sorts of YouTube videos about how great our products were. We were spamming them all over the place. We were text messaging them. We were sending them through Messenger. We were emailing them out to people. And we were like, check out this YouTube video, you know, check this one out. And another funny thing was we both changed our employer on our Facebook profile to our network company name. So it said like XYZ company was my employer. And that wasn't the case at all. And we see so many people doing this too. We started to go to other groups inside Facebook and other pages, and we started posting about how awesome our products were with links to our site. Now, anybody do this stuff before? We certainly did it all. And anyone doing it right now, don't be afraid of saying it because we've all done it, because that's often what we're taught. And it's like there is a better way, guys, and spamming, like now it looks like spam, then it kind of looked like spam. There was a time when those tactics actually worked, but they don't anymore.
No, they do not. That is for sure. But here was the other thing, guys. You know, some of our actual friends actually started unfriending us on Facebook. Like, how crazy is that? And I kept thinking to myself, oh my gosh, people are unfriending me on Facebook. Facebook would flag my account as spam and lock me out. Then they banned me and said, your account is frozen. And so I got put into Facebook jail for a while, couldn't actually even do anything. It completely shut down one of my accounts. And so I had to open another one, which was a nightmare, and just had no idea because nobody really taught me what was right or what was wrong. Have you guys ever experienced any of this? If you have, just say I have in the comments there for us. But the thing is no one brought this our attention to this or told us because it was the wrong way because they didn't know any better. But the other thing is no one was also buying my stuff or wanted to join me. I had 0 people wanting to. And the thing is, I was posting in hundreds of groups and still couldn't find people that wanted to do this. But it's because I was spamming my links everywhere. And guess what? We officially became Facebook spammers. And we didn't even know what it was, but we were Facebook spammers. Because I literally had a lady reach out to me. And this poor lady, oh my gosh, what a blessing she was. She reached out to me and told me that I was spamming on Facebook and that I should look at doing my marketing in a more professional way. And then when I asked her, well, how do you, work this on Facebook in a more professional way? She sold me a Facebook course. And it was actually one of my first Facebook marketing courses about how to promote your business that I ever bought. And I learned a lot of really cool stuff in that course. Everything happens for a reason, right? But if you're doing all of this, posting back to your company, replicated website and stuff like that, there's a reason why it's not working. But we're here to show you tonight what does work and how you can use it.
So since learning how to market on Facebook properly, we have built a 6-figure business, which is really cool. We've been able to speak and train on these strategies on stages all over the country, which is pretty cool. And when we ask someone if they're open to learning more about working with us, 9 times out of 10, they say yes, and they're excited to talk to us. They're not running away anymore. And a lot of what we do now is automated so we can enjoy our free time. We love teaching ways to automate business because your time is more precious when it's spent with family, friends, fun stuff, living life, traveling, that sort of thing. And you're going to find out whenever we teach, lifestyle is always our top priority, no matter what. Anytime we teach something, it's got to be super leveraged because after all, we're in this business to have a home-based business and time freedom, and we need to design our businesses so that it fulfills that requirement. So guys, impact is our second priority. Lifestyle is first, but impact is now second. You see, you got to spend time on your business, but more time on your family, your relationships, and doing the things that you love.
All right. So guys, something, happened to us along this journey. And really what it was is we saw countless network marketers trying to build their businesses on social media. And we knew that there was a better way because we had found that better way. And there were still so many people spamming. In fact, even today, I can't even tell you how many copy paste messages I still get on a daily basis. It's crazy. But some people were trying to apply the principles and steps in attracting to downline through automation, but they were failing. And these go-getters had bought programs and courses and trainings. They were feeling stuck and frustrated and overwhelmed. In fact, Ruth and I talk to so many of these people still on a daily basis as we do some coaching. And it just breaks my heart that it's taking them so long to find a better way. But worst of all, they're not getting results just like we didn't used to get results. And the courses that they have purchased, promised all these things, and it's just not working. And so we said, you know what, we really need to put something together to help people because we have cracked the code. We have figured it out. And I know both Ruth and I wish we could have found it so much sooner. So that's when we decided to really, bring this to you guys in a better way.
So we decided to step in, guys. With the knowledge we gained and the results we created for ourselves and others, we decided to really start teaching the real deal. The real steps and the processes required to build a business online and attract a downline of enthusiastic entrepreneurs, not the people that you got to drag along. And we want to teach the real and simple steps to team duplication so that not only do you have success, but you do so with the people you bring into your organization, because that's the way we all win, is when we help other people and they have success too.
So since then, we've been asked to speak on stages. I've actually done a lot of trainings at our corporate events. We've been guests on podcasts, which is really pretty cool. We have coached at some really large events, and being able to help so many people on the, during those weekend events, it's just amazing. And when we ask people if they're open to take a look at working with us, like we said before, 9 times out of 10, they say yes, because people really want to join someone who's got, things that are in place and people who are having results. And a lot of what we do, like we said too, is now automated. So we enjoy our free time, traveling and with our families. And I absolutely love that, because really, outside of, all of this, the whole reason that most of us are doing this is so that we can have that time with our family.
And guys, this is just a little fun slide we put in there so you could get to know us a little bit better. You can see lots of pictures there of Trisha with her husband Rob and her beautiful daughters having a lot of fun in their travels, and a couple of pictures of me with my daughters and my partner Reg. And they're one of the big reasons why we do what we do, but you guys are also a big reason why we do what we do, because we want to give back to this amazing profession of network marketing and really impart on you the skills that we've learned over the years.
Yeah. And what's really cool too about some of these pictures is most of the ones here of us are anywhere from 10 minutes to just a couple hours from where we live. And what's cool is because of this industry, because of us learning how to build online the right way, we picked up our family and moved from the East Coast out west a couple of years ago. And, now we can just go do adventurous things with it being almost in our backyard. And we just absolutely love it. So guys, here is an example of us, really helping make a difference, because like Ruth said, to us, making a difference is really our next priority. And this is someone who went through one of our courses that we put together. And, she wrote, I've been a struggling network marketer for 3 years. In those 3 years, I've had several uplines tell me to do the things that makes me feel spammy. I needed to succeed, but I just wasn't taught the right things. So enter in Trisha Verzera and Ruth Sheridan. They taught us everything on how to brand yourself, how to do attraction marketing the right way, which I thought I was doing, but I wasn't. Over Black Friday, I ranked almost 3 times and my product sales have gone up. These ladies are truly game changers in this community and just in the network marketing in general. So it just makes me so excited every time someone shares a story with us, because that's exactly what we want to do, is help people get success in their business.
All right, now, so our goal in marketing, guys, as you can see from this chart, is to move a prospect from cold to warm as fast as possible. Now, what does warm mean? Those are the people that know you exist. They've seen you before, they've seen your profile, they kind of know who you are. They don't know much, but they know of you, okay? And then our goal is to move the warm prospects to hot prospects as fast as possible. Now, who are the hot prospects? Those are the buyers. Those are the people that buy your products from you, that have purchased something before, maybe from you, or joined your team or something like that. So everything that we are going to be training on in this training, keep thinking cold to warm to hot. That's the way marketing works, and that's our goal. Our goal is to move people from cold to warm as fast as possible, then warm to hot as fast as possible. So that's what we're going to be doing. So in this 6-step social media prospecting and recruiting process, this is exactly what we're going to be doing. Now, we've designed this, and it's pretty much like no fail. If you take all 6 steps, you implement them and you do it, there's no reason at all that you cannot get the same results that we got, if not better. And we're really excited to reveal everything to you in these next 6 steps.
So what we're going to be doing in this slide right here, we're just going to break down what the 6 steps are. And then on the following, the next following slides, we're going to actually show you the steps and how they work. And then we're also going to be going to get into some scripts as well. And we're going to get into more processes and more examples and ideas for you to take and write into your business. And again, it doesn't matter what type of business that you're in. If you're selling something or you're recruiting, this will work for you if you implement it. So step 1, you've got to have a place to build your community. We'll talk about that in a minute. Step 2, you've got to have your targeted prospecting. Step 3 is your prospecting and communication. And step 4 is your valuable, compelling offer. Step 5 is your follow-up and closing process. And step 6 is your engagement content and posts and repeating this process. So what we're going to do is we're going to talk about the 6 steps and how they work and how they build upon each other and why you want to have them in place. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about step number 1.
Okay, so step number 1 is your hub, and that's where your hub is your community. So this is our community, social networking professionals, and this is really, really important. So what you want to make sure that you do is have a good looking Facebook fan page, or what most people call a business page. This is not your profile, okay? Not your personal profile. You do not want to run your business from your personal profile at all, ever. And you know the reason for that, there's many, but here are the big reasons why. Number 1, your personal profile that you have on Facebook, right? Now, everyone's got a personal profile. As soon as you get an account, that's exactly what you get, is a personal profile. You are actually not allowed to do any promotional business, any type of business from your personal profile. It's actually against Facebook's terms and conditions. And so you always want to be in line with Facebook's terms and conditions. You don't want to be offside. So you want to have a business page, a fan page. We call it a fan page. And that's where we do all of our promotion. That's where we connect with a lot of our people, because it makes us look more sort of authoritative. It feels a lot more credible with our brand when we're connecting with people, because we have a business page. It just looks more professional. It's free to start a business page, so everyone should have one. And if you don't have one right now and you're wondering how you put one together, we'll talk about that later, but we'll give you some options, but it's pretty simple. And you want to have your Facebook fan page, and some of you on this training might have it already built. Some of you might not, it doesn't matter. Just write down step number 1. Have your community in your hub set up with a Facebook fan page. And just go ahead and write that down as step number 1.
All right. So step number 2 is you're going to want to have targeted prospects that are connecting with you. Okay, and we're going to go a little deeper into that. So now the key word here is targeted. So prospecting, right? You're just throwing mud against the wall in every direction if you don't have a targeted prospect. And if you're hoping that it sticks, then you're going to be really upset, because it's not if you don't have that targeted prospect. So what we're going to do is, with targeted prospecting, is where you're going to know exactly where to go on Facebook, where your perfect ideal customers are going to live. People who are already kind of looking for your product or service or opportunity. It's where they're hanging out. And then you're going to be starting conversations with them. So how do you do targeted prospecting on Facebook? You're probably asking, right? Well, first, you need to know who you're looking for, okay? And then we're going to give you a really cool free tool that you can go and use to find out where they are. But number 1, you've got to know who they are. So we're going to do a little exercise with you to help you figure out who your perfect customer is, or who your perfect prospect is. All right, so number 1, who is your perfect prospect when you start thinking about this, right? Is it someone that's for your product? Is it for a service or opportunity? What kinds of things are they looking for? How old are they? How much income do they bring in each year? What does their household look like? Do they have kids? Do they not have kids, right? These are all different things that you can be asking yourself. So start thinking of who your perfect prospect is, or your avatar, or your target audience. And then you're going to want to get inside of their head, right? What do they want? What keeps them up at night that's really bugging them, right? So your target audience might be looking for some extra money. Maybe they've got some credit card debt or medical debt, or maybe they've got kids, who they want to put through college, and they're trying to save for that, right? These are all just things that they could be looking for. So just start thinking about what it is that they might be wanting now. Like if you're selling a weight loss program, maybe they want to lose weight. Maybe they want to look sexier for their husband or their wife. Who knows, right? What are some things that are going on inside of their head? This starts to build a little bit of a profile for you to go and search for. And this is how it can help you, okay? So whatever your product or service or opportunity is, don't think about what is it about it, that what it does. Think about what are the benefits of your product, service, or opportunity, right? Like what solution is it going to have for your prospect? What area will it help these people in? Is it going to help them with money? Is it going to help people lose weight? Does it help people maybe change their mindset a little bit? So what is it that you can actually help them with when it comes to your product, service, or opportunity? Now, once you've asked yourself a couple of these questions, and maybe you've made a few notes, then what you want to do is you want to go find this person, these people, this audience. You want to go find them on Facebook using a free tool called the Audience Insights tool.
Okay, guys, so a lot of people don't even know that this tool exists. It is so powerful and it's absolutely free. So if you've got a Facebook ads account or a Facebook account, you have access to this tool and you should be using it. It's free and it's going to give you so many fishing holes. That's what I like to call it, fishing holes, to start conversations with people who are already primed and ready for your product or service or opportunity. So what I've done is an example here of how the Facebook Audience Insight tools works, because I just want to show you the benefit and how you can use it. So I don't know how many people have been using this tool already. If you use this tool already, let us know in the chat box if you're using this tool. If this is brand new, when someone showed it to me, I was like, holy moly, I can't believe this. I didn't even know about it. I wish I had known about it sooner. But basically, if you're in Facebook and you have a Facebook ads account set up, you don't have to be running ads or anything or spending money or anything like that. You just need to have an ads account set up, okay? And when you have a Facebook ads account set up, you can access the Facebook Audience Insights tool. And you just, if you're not sure how to find it, just Google a little YouTube video on how to set up an ads account and how to find this. There's literally thousands of YouTube videos how to find this. But here's what the Insights tool looks like. Okay, so I'm not going to really dive deep in this because I don't want to overwhelm you. I just want to show you and highlight a few things. Now, the goal of this tool is to help us figure out where people hang out on social media and where our target audience is hanging out. So I'm going to use just a simple example. Let's pretend that you're representing some weight loss products. There's a lot of health and wellness companies out there. And if you're promoting something with weight loss, I'm just going to use this as an example. So let's say that you want to find people specifically in the United States. So you'll notice on the left-hand sidebar, I've selected United States, and you can see some of the pages are going to be extremely relevant to your audience, and some of them are not, but a lot of them are. And so what this tool does is it says, hey, here's the other places your audience, here's the other fishing holes that your audience is hanging out in. So go there and connect with some people. And I'm going to show you how to connect with those people, and then we're going to give you some examples. So what we would do before Audience Insights is that we would just be kind of blindly searching for pages or groups or wherever we think our audience is hanging out. And we would really have no idea if we're hitting a home run with this. Now with the Audience Insights tool, Facebook has so much data. They're basically telling us, hey, here's where your audience is. So, go over there and connect with them. So you can see in this example for weight loss, I chose, as a general interest, you could type in that box on the left-hand side, weight loss. Here I've selected extreme weight loss as an example. And the pages that come up are Hip by Weight Not, Ideal Shape, Shailene Johnson, Fitness Tico, Hit Burn, Jillian Michaels. Those are all of the Facebook pages that people who are looking for extreme weight loss between the ages of 18 and any in the United States, those are the people they're following, and we can actually go to those pages and connect with those people.
So cool. All right, guys. So in step number 3, this is where you have to have your prospecting communication. All right. So you've got your hub, you've got your Facebook fan page that you're conducting from, and you're going to have places like that where you know where to go to be prospecting and finding those target prospects. Well, what you do now is you have to be able to connect with those people on these pages, right? So how do you start the conversation with them so that they become interested in what it is that you have? And I think this is where most people need the most help. So this is where we're going to really come in handy for you tonight. At least I hope it will as you go to implement it.
Okay, so how do we connect with them and get them interested? Well, there is actually 2 ways to do this. There's free ways on Facebook and there's paid ads. And I like to call this active prospecting. That's the free ways, and passive prospecting, where Facebook's doing the work for you. So active is where you're kind of like doing the grunt work. You're going out there and you're manually connecting with people. And if you do, in this fashion, following the 6 steps for an hour a day or less, you're going to get a lot of traction. Now, also, there's passive prospecting. That's where we also do paid advertising. But when we first start our business, we usually don't have a big ad budget. So we do a lot of active prospecting. We do teach both now because we both do both. But we made a little bit of money in our business, and then we definitely moved over to paid advertising because that created time leverage. And remember what I said in the beginning, we are always looking for ways to leverage time in our business so that we can enjoy free time.
All right. So what you want to do is when you find these people, we're going to give you an example on how to do this, and we're going to walk you right through it. Okay. So the best thing that we can give you is our what to say when you're first meeting people, social media scripts. So at the end of this training, like we mentioned in the beginning, we're going to show you a way that you can get our social media scripts for free, and you can start using these scripts in the example that we're going to give you today. Okay. So what you want to do is then on Facebook Audience Insights tool, you want to go to the page ideas that the Audience Insight tool has and recommends. And if it's a good page, then you want to like that page, and it all starts there, right? So now you want to start finding the people and that are leaving these great comments and actually start to connect with them, all right? So you might say something like, hey, X, I just saw your comment on the ABC page. I just found the page and love it. How did you end up finding it, right? So just something simple, but it's how you're going to actually start to connect with them and start to kind of build those relationships that we hear so much about in this industry.
Okay, guys, so here's what it actually looks like. I'm going to give you a little example here. So I really like the Shailene Johnson page. Now, if you haven't ever checked out her page, she has an amazing community on it, and she's in health and wellness. So if you're in health and wellness, you can get some really good ideas there. You can connect with some of her community members, even if you're not in health and wellness. If that's not your business, you can still follow a lot of her strategy because it's really good, okay? This is just an example, remember. And really just relate it over to your own industry if you're not in health and wellness. but we're going to give you an example. So say on the audience insight tool, it said the Shailene Johnson page, which it did in the previous slide on the tool. So let's say we clicked on her page and we came over and we looked at her page. So what you're going to want to do is kind of check out her page out in her posts. Okay, so one of her latest posts when we created these slides was right here. So she's doing a video, she's got a little post now, and we can see it here. This video has thousands of views and about 400 people like this post. And she's got a whole bunch of comments under here. And she also has a bunch of shares, which is really neat. So what does that tell me? This is important data. This tells me that she's a very attractive community, and it's a really good fishing hole to connect with people. Because if you're in health and wellness and you pop onto her page, her audience already loves health and wellness. So you're not trying to convince this audience to like health and wellness for them to be interested in what you have. They already have an interest. So this is key, right? This is targeted. So let's say, for example, I look at some of the comments under this post, and I put them over there on the right. You can see the comments are super positive. The people are really, really in tune with her. And Cheryl's got a comment, Ada's got a comment, Rianne's got a comment. And you can just see the comments there, super positive. So when I look at this, I might start a conversation, say with Rianne. And you maybe want to ask her what peanut balls are. So she's talking about these things called peanut balls. I would want to ask her what they are. But what you want to do here is just start connecting with people that are leaving positive comments, and it creates relationship. And obviously, each of these ladies here in these comments has an interest in health and wellness. And if they have an interest in health and wellness, chances are, if you do it right, they may be interested in the products you offer. So how do you create this conversation? That's the key here. So what you want to do is, number one, like their comments on the page, or maybe reply with something short. Now, here's the thing. You want to make sure that you're commenting from your fan page, not your personal profile. That's why you want to have a fan page built. And when you want to share the comment from there, because when that person clicks over to learn about who's leaving the reply, and they're kind of curious who they're talking to, like, who's talking to me, they're going to be taken to your fan page, not your personal profile. If you have your fan page set up properly, you're going to look like an authority about health and wellness. You're going to look like you have credibility, and that person's going to want to converse back with you. It's going to set you up to win. The next thing you want to do is go over to their profile and do a little research. So you can click on their name. It'll take you to their personal profile on Facebook. And then what you want to do is send them a message and compliment them. Send them a compliment. Find common ground. Maybe ask them a question. And here's a little trick, because I know a lot of you are like, well, you can't just message anyone on Facebook because it goes to their other folder, or, you know, Facebook tells you guys aren't friends and you can't communicate via Messenger. If you do this right now via your smartphone, now this is just right now, this might not last forever, but if you do it right from your smartphone, Facebook sends it straight through to their Messenger platform, and it won't get filtered, so they actually see it. So it's a little trick, it's a little hack, and it works really well, at least right now. And again, that might not be forever, but because Facebook's always changing. But make sure you do it from your smartphone. And a really good thing to do is follow the scripts that we're going to be sharing with you, because we share a 3-part messenger formula that works all the time in terms of getting them to respond back to you. And that's a big thing. You want them responding back to you. So a big thing in here is send them a compliment, right? Find a common ground in a little message like, hey, Rianne, I just liked your comment on the Shailene Johnson page. Such a great community. How'd you find her? So that's a simple getting to know you conversation. So you're asking questions and starting the conversation and getting them to engage with you. And again, using the what to say to your prospect the first time meeting them that we're going to share with you at the end of this. These are the exact scripts we use. They work really, really well if you implement them.
All right. So another way that we get a targeted audience is to look at, what you're doing through a paid strategy called a Facebook Likes campaign. Okay. So I'm not sure if any of you have used a likes campaign before. If you have, maybe just drop a likes below. Just type in the word likes. Okay. But what this does is it's going to help you find a more targeted audience. All right. You can actually go in and pick and choose, who it is that you're looking for. Again, you can go find some of these targeted groups that you can, get through Facebook there. You're going to have an audience where you can actually select, the country you want to choose, the age bracket that you want to look at. And then, who some of these people follow. You can type in some of those things. So again, if it's weight loss, it might be you start tracking some of the Weight Watchers people or things like that. But the really cool thing about it is you can actually start getting these people to come and like your page. So for instance, Ruth and I, obviously, when we built our business pages, most of what we were doing was looking for other network marketers who wanted to build a business. And so we targeted, other network marketing companies who were, maybe had similarities to ours. We also targeted some of the gurus. But we had in our likes campaign just a little thing that said, hey, check out our page for, tips and tricks on how to build your business online. That's all we said, just something really simple with a nice picture of ourselves. And then people come and start liking your page. So as you're going out there then and doing your Facebook Lives or doing your posts, you now already have a targeted audience who is starting to follow your page. And so the chance of these people engaging faster and really, starting to comment and like and share your posts goes way up because of the fact that they, again, are a targeted audience. So that's just another way that you can do it.
Okay, so before we hop into step 4, I just want to answer a couple of the questions that have popped up here. Gary asks, I notice that usually when I comment, it is my personal page. Is there a way to make sure it is my fan page commenting? And actually, Gary, there is, because you can actually select where you comment from by clicking on the little sort of picture of you or whatever pops up beside your name. You can select comment as something. So that is one way you can do it. Do you have any other suggestions on that one, Trish?
No, I guess sometimes it's harder to find on your phone, but really typically it falls right below the post, and there's kind of like a little drop down arrow, and you'll see, just like Ruth was saying, like your little profile circle there, but you can hit that little drop down arrow and then it will show any pages or profiles that you are related to or that are assigned to you on Facebook. And then that's how you choose it there. Other than that, no, I mean, that's really the best way, I think, to go do it.
Yeah.
And I think sometimes you do need to be careful if you have too many pages going, to make sure you are commenting, from the correct one.
And we'll answer one more question here. This is Rashmi. This is new to me, never used or did it. I'm a bit lost about the fan page and making comments to Rihanna. I need to understand more details. So Rashmi, so the fan page is really a Facebook business page. We interchange the name of the page. So if you select the drop down arrow from your personal profile in the top right corner, you can actually create a business page. And then from that business page, you're going to build your personal brand. And it's that page that you select to make your comments to Rihanna on in our example. So hopefully that brought some clarity to that question.
Yeah.
So let's keep moving on, guys. So step 4 is adding value and making offers. Okay. So here's the thing. You got to date before you get married, right? So funny because there's so many people on Facebook and they're just literally spamming sales pages and sales link and buy my stuff and it's so spammy. They're like that guy or that girl, that billboard on the internet. And we know that it's not getting people results. So here's what you're going to do. We're going to share with you how to get results. So you've got to think about something you can give away for free that your target audience or your ideal business prospect would love, that's congruent to your business or products. And we're going to give you some examples if that doesn't make sense, okay? So you see this all the time, actually, if you think about it. People are giving away, free PDFs, downloads, cheat sheets, audio trainings, something that's branded to them that they give away. Now, we have our 17 live Facebook Live ideas. That's one of our free giveaways that we give to people. It's kind of like our main valuable, compelling offer. And it's literally just this little PDF that took us about an hour to put together, and we give it away for free. And what that does is it gives people value, and it warms them up, and it helps us determine who's interested in that kind of content before we ever try to sell them something or recruit them. And it also positions us as credible experts. Now, rarely will you ever see us lead directly into sharing the link or to buy our products or services or join our team. We will always offer value first, because this gives us more credibility and authority for people to buy from us. This is how we move people from cold. Remember that diagram? We're moving people from cold to warm. All right. So remember, our goal is to move people from cold to warm. We never move from cold to hot. We don't ever go there because it doesn't work. It's not like, hey, nice to meet you today. Hey, do you want to get married? Or hey, nice to meet you. You should buy my stuff. I used to actually do that years ago.
Me too.
It never works. So if you're sending somebody something for free that they're interested in, they're going to want to do business with you more likely than if you just try to immediately sell them something, okay? So this helps you build credibility and do something respected versus that salesman, that kind of sleazy salesman or sales girl, right? So we're going to show you what that looks like. So let's say you took the next hour, you did a little PDF cheat sheet or guide or something that you put together, right? And let's just say you're in health and wellness again, to keep flowing with that example. Let's say you put together 10 foods that most people don't know about that help to shed pounds fast. And let's say you have a weight loss program that you're promoting. So that's a very congruent thing with weight loss. So you're going to give that away for free, and it'll maybe take you 60 minutes to put together. And this is going to bring you leads for years and years and years to come. Do it once, do it right, and you'll have thousands of leads from one thing. So here's the thing. We're actually gonna show you it, it'll take you about 60 minutes to do. And when you start connecting with those people and having conversations with those people, just like we showed you in step 3, you're now able to offer them for something for free. And they're going to be more inclined to look at that and see you as a credible figure, want to do business with you. And when you make your recommendation on the back end of giving them something for free, you see this all the time online, because this is how businesses make millions and millions of dollars, okay? So we're going to walk you through a fun example that shows exactly that.
All right. All right, so step 4, guys, adding value and making offers, right? So like Ruth said, you want to find something that's a compelling offer to them. And, we are always offering that value first, just like she said, because you can't get married until you have actually dated someone. So this is going to be helping you with the credibility, and you want to be making sure that you're not sharing the links or things like that. And because we want to make sure, again, that you're moving people from cold to warm and warm to hot, not that cold to hot, just like we had talked about. So I'm going to go in here and just show you guys an example here real quickly. Okay. So you can see here, this is something where we can collect people's information. We call it a landing page or a capture page. But let's just say that you did put together some kind of content. And in here in this example, it's saying, 7 free recipes. All right, so here's what it's, it says, I lost 40 pounds using spices. Are you ready to melt away your fat? Grab the 7 spicy recipes I used to melt away my first 7 pounds using spices our ancestors used. All right, so now for someone who's really looking to lose weight, they see her before, they see her after, this is probably something they're going to be pretty interested in, right? And so what's going to happen is because they want to get these recipes, they're going to go ahead and give you their name. They're going to go ahead and give you their email. And when they hit that send me those 7 free recipes, what's going to happen is they are now a lead for you, okay? They have now become a lead, you have their information where you can start following up with them. And so now you can be emailing to them. And when you can do that, you can be doing offers to them as well, all for just putting this little PDF together that gave somebody 7 free recipes, right? So you can see the power behind something like this.
So here's another example that, say, if you're going the business direction instead of the product direction, right? Because you can go the product direction, you can lead people to your product purchases, like in the previous example, or you can lead people into the business side of things. So the ultimate social media swipe guide to help entrepreneurs who are trying to build their businesses online but struggling. So what will yours be? Do you want to sell more product? Do you want to grow a team? You decide. Your prospects will go and get that free video or PDF or whatever it is you have in place and that you're giving away that will expose the next step for them. So you guys are having this compelling offer in place, and we did this as well. We were able to go out there doing active and passive prospecting and literally break in thousands of leads, not handfuls, thousands of leads that are excited to know about what we have to offer, so that when we get on the phone with them or on Zoom calls with them, those prospects, they already know who we are. They view us as someone of value. So when we make recommendations on the back end of, hey, do you want to learn more about buying our product? Or, hey, do you want to learn more about how we can work together and perhaps join our team? They are already warmed up to move to the hot prospect of prospecting. Okay, so this builds your list online. It gives you a way to see if they're interested, and it gives you an automated way to follow up with them. So again, time leverage. So once they put their name, email address, phone number in that little capture form, they're going to go on your email list. And now you can send them periodic automated emails and recommendations for them to take the next step with you over the course of the next 4, 5, 7 days. You can drip testimonial videos on them about your company or your products. You can share information with them. You can have them sign up with you on autopilot. So having your valuable, compelling offer or your social media sales funnels, that's what we like to call it. This is where you fully 100% can automate your business and have leads coming in 24/7 while you sleep. And you can be making sales on autopilot. This completely takes away all the resistance. So people don't feel like they're being sold. They feel like they're being given value. And now when you ask them for the sale, it's more of a natural next step in the progression with them. And this warms up your prospect to you and your values. So even if you're a new brand, you haven't created a success story yet, but you can give something super valuable, you can do this. You give something super valuable, they're gonna be like, oh my gosh, what an awesome individual for giving me this information. And then you have a congruent next step, which is either your product, your service, or the opportunity that you recommend.
All right, so step 4, adding value and making those offers. So they're more likely to take that step and the positions with you as a leader and an expert if they're excited to buy from you or join your business, right? So your valuable offer is hugely important to your social media sales funnel, right? And like we talked about, this is going to build your list. And the great thing about that is you own your list, right? Facebook doesn't own your list. but you own the list because you have captured their email. It allows you to see if they're interested in an automated follow-up process, again, removing that resistance. So now when you send out one message, you're reaching many, many people. Again, leveraging the automation and being able to, instead of just sending an email to one person at a time, actually being able to reach everybody on your list at once. It increases your value with your audience, and it really starts to build that know, like, and trust. Again, moving that person to your warm market. And then your prospect will join you or buy you when they're ready after you warm them up. And the great thing is that really allows them to sit back and evaluate and kind of look at it as like window shopping. So it's such a powerful tool.
Okay, guys, so step 5 is following up and closing. So what you want to do is when you've got the leads, you've got the prospects, so we've gotten that far, what do you do to close them into your deal, whether it's your products or your opportunity? Well, if you're using your offer, connect with them as soon as they opt in, okay? They will also get an automated email follow-up from you, and in one of your email sequences, it'll actually say, hey, text me, and it gives them your phone number, or email me back, or message me on Facebook. We literally have people reaching out to us every single day through all of these venues because we're telling them to do that, to connect with us. We're starting to have conversations right away. We're setting up phone appointments, Zoom appointments to talk with them. It's actually really cool how it works. Now you're only talking to people that are interested and know who you are. Okay, so let's do a hashtag here, total time saver. We do not waste our time anymore talking to people who aren't interested or don't know who we are. We only talk to people that are interested, that have the interest of taking the next step with us. And what you want to do with the follow-up and closing scripts is you want to use those scripts we're going to give you at the end of the webinar, because they're really going to help you with those conversations, because they really work. We use them. They're exactly what we use in our business. And obviously, we're top recruiters, so it works. So it would say something like this. So if we're connecting with one of our leads that opted in to get our free PDF or download or whatever it is we happen to be offering at that time, it would be like, hey, Diane, thanks for downloading our guide. We just wanted to reach out to see how we can help you. Were you looking to maximize the results in your home business, or were you looking to lose weight, or whatever industry or offer we're doing? How serious are you about that? How can we help you? So it starts the conversation with a person to be like, hey, we're here to help, not, hey, we're here to sell. We ask things like, did you find value in that PDF we gave you? What did you like most? And now they already know who you are, and you've given them something that's really helped them, so they're more inclined to listen to what you have to offer in the next step.
Right. All right, so step 6 is repeating the process. All right. So in step number 6, it's your engaging content and posts and repeating that process. Okay. So we get asked this all the time. How do I get more people engaging with what I post on social media? Okay. Or when should I post on social media? Or what should I post on social media? So here's how to get more engagement and interest in what you post. You need to understand what your target audience wants, right? So go study what other pages are posting on. So just like, Ruth had showed you before in that insights tool where you can go see people who have a similar audience to you and see what they're actually sharing and what people are liking on there, all right? So if you don't really know what to post, go to those pages to find it using the audience insights tool. And then by doing that, you're going to be figuring out where that target audience is actually hanging out and on those different pages, those different communities. And then again, figure out what they're posting that their people are really loving and engaging with. And then make sure you do the similar things on your page. So don't completely copy what they're doing, but model what they're doing, right? Do not post salesy crap on your company name all over it, ever. Like we talk about this all the time on our trainings. But anytime you post with your company name or your company's products or your replicated website, you're not going to get the lead. All right. You're going to have people going and Googling your name, the name of your company, and finding, maybe the negative reviews or things. Because really, I think that only people who've got negative reviews leave reviews most of the time. But what you want them to do is to follow you, or what's going to happen is they might go join another leader in that same company. And that really stinks too, right? Because you're the one doing the work for it. So you'll never know if people are looking at your stuff or if they're interested if you're just posting your links. So you always want your lead, or you always want to lead with your value offer. Always, always, always. That's so super important, okay? And remember, what you should be posting is lifestyle, because lifestyle sells, right? We are all in the business of lifestyle. And we don't want to buy stuff all the time or be told what we need to buy on Facebook. People want to be entertained. So if you demonstrate a fun lifestyle with positivity, people are going to want to be around you more. And they're going to be more inclined to actually engage with your content and engage with you. And remember, curiosity is key. So ask people to private message you instead of posting your links. So if you're posting something on Facebook that says, hey, I'm so excited. John Kennedy just reached the next level in our company. He was able to finally retire from his job, and he's been able to spend more time with his family than ever before. We're so excited for John. If you're interested to learn more about what we're working on together in this company, and send me a private message. I'll be able to tell you some more. And people are going to send you a private message, right? If you ask them to. But if you post a link somewhere, now you're just being spammy. Now you're being promotional, and instead of being conversational, right? So you want to be very, very conversational with people. And really remember that curiosity is so key when you're posting on your social media, okay? So if you post a link, make sure that the only link that you're posting is something that leads to your valuable offer, okay? So if you've put together a PDF, something that you can give to them for free so that they can become your lead, that's what you want to be sending links for, not your company's replicated site. You don't want to be giving your brand away. You want to make sure that your brand is actually attached to your fan page, okay? So a lot of you guys might have blogs that you can always lead people to a blog page because your blog is a valuable content and it's optimized to get leads. But if you don't have a blog yet, it's okay, right? Just share your social media sales funnel link right with the value offer, the giveaway that you've got, because you're going to have more people engaging with that, and they're going to love you for sharing good, valuable content with them. All right. So I want to give you a visual just so you can understand what this looks like, and really in our kind of process today.
Okay, guys, so here's how it all ties it together. These are the 6 steps. And if you do these 6 steps and sort of rinse and repeat, you will grow your list, you will grow your following, you will grow your influence, and you will grow your business. So step number 1 was attract the right audience through targeting, using things like the Facebook Insights tool. Step 2 is building know, like, and trust through your posts, through your content, through your conversations, through your branding. Step 3 is giving value and presenting an offer. So it could be what we call in the internet space a lead magnet. So it's that, that free PDF for weight loss tips, or that free video series to learn how to grow your business. So some valuable offer. Step 4, that offer builds your list on autopilot. Your list is where the gold is, because that's where you're nurturing those relationships. That's where you're warming up that audience even more. Step 5 is following up and closing. So you've got, in order to build a business and create income and have that freedom lifestyle, we've got to be following up and closing, whether it's recruiting people into our teams or selling more products. Step 6 is we circle right back to that Facebook page, okay? The Facebook page is where we do all of this work from. And when we keep going through these steps over and over again and continue them, our audience grows, our influence grows, know, like, and trust goes. We move that market from cold to warm to hot. And before you know it, we're building a rock star team of excited entrepreneurs and a customer base of people that love our products that stay on auto ship.
All right. So guys, what are you thinking of these 6 steps, right? You know, are you wanting to work on some automation yourself, or do you have some automation already are you working on? But if you are working on that automation, or you want to be working on that automation, how would you like a system like this working for you 24/7, right? How would you like our personal help building a system just like this for yourself? And would it take away the struggle if you had our personal help, right? Guys, if you would like some help in some way, drop us a yes up there.
So there's finally a way, guys. We finally put something in place to help you get this system and process up and working for your business. As you know, Trisha and I have coached more than 3,000 struggling network marketers in the industry, put a similar system in place. And we are here with something for you to take away the struggle, the confusion, you know, the overwhelm that can sometimes happen when we enter internet marketing.
So guys, we have put together an amazing group for you, and we are announcing the Social Networking Professional Ambassadors Only group, okay? So when you join the Social Networking Ambassadors, or SMP Ambassadors for short, you're going to get full access to each month's deep dive courses that we do with actionable challenge, giving you all the how-tos, not just the what's, all right? I know for us, that's where we struggled for a long time, is everybody told us what we should do and why we should do it, but they never told us how. And that's exactly what we share with you guys. So some of the upcoming deep dives include our 14-day Facebook Live challenge, with daily content ideas for you to cover in perfect structure for your lives, so that you can have people reaching out to you asking to join your business or your product or whatever it is that you're offering. It's going to give you organic Facebook algorithm hacks course and challenge, so that you don't have to spend tons of advertising money and you can reach to people for free. You're going to get our Rockstar Group Challenge, where over 7 days we teach you how to grow a highly engaged group that love you and ask you to join their team, and many more to be announced each month that we've got coming.
You're also going to get our proprietary daily method of operation system that will allow you to attract great people, build your business, create great content, and still feel relaxed and enjoy free time. That's the key, guys. Imagine always knowing what to do and when, and not feeling overwhelmed with not knowing what to do during your day when you're on social media. We have a really fun monthly book club where we reveal the best books to be reading, and each month we do a deep dive into one and expand on the relevant content to help you apply it to your business. Again, we are all about application. We're not about telling you what to do. We're there to be there alongside you to help you apply, because it's in the application and action that businesses grow. And that's why so many online courses fail, because people learn the how, but they never get into action. We're going to give you the latest updates on what's working now. You'll always stay updated before your sorry, that line is wrong. You'll always stay updated with what's working now on social media in your prospecting and recruiting, because Trisha and I, we're kind of in the trenches in social media. We are marketing coaches, and we know what's coming down the pipeline, and you will be the first to know with the changes in the algorithms and what's working now.
You're also going to be able to participate in our monthly Dash for Cash challenge, applying monthly course concepts that we teach you. You're going to have exclusive access to us. We'll have direct access to us that no one else has, and you can ask us anything that you want at any time. We have a private online mastermind group, by far one of the most valuable features that gives you that 24/7 access to our most valuable resources, reviews, forum study groups, accountability partners, and get questions answered daily through our dynamic Q&A forum that we have. So you are never going to be stuck again or unsure of what to do next.
I think that's one of the hugest values, Trish, is the Q&A, because I remember when I first started learning online marketing and I was in a course and I would get stuck and I would be stuck for days because I had no one to ask who could give me the right answer. So that Q&A forum where you can come in and hop on with us and get your answers to your questions live face to face is a huge value in keeping your business moving forward.
It is. And we actually do 2 of those a week, but honestly, we're popping into the group all the time in addition to that, but people are loving it so far. So each one, oh, go ahead.
Trish.
So guys, what would all of this typically cost, right? So each month you're going to get a deep dive course into high-level marketing strategies that is easily a $97 value. You're going to participate in our monthly Dash for Cash challenge, applying monthly course concepts at a $37 value. You're going to get 8 live coaching sessions per month where you can get your marketing questions answered directly by us. That's a $497 value. You get 24/7 access to private mastermind and getting those questions answered in the group as well. That's $97. Our proprietary DMO to save you time and grow your business is a $27 value. Our monthly book club, a $27 value, and our monthly intensive What's Working Now workshop, a $97 value. So guys, all of this would typically cost easily $897 a month, if not more.
So obviously, guys, we're not going to charge $897 a month for this program because we really want to pretty much, give everyone the opportunity to get this kind of help that they deserve. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be offering this as a monthly access to the group of $47 per month. It is cancelable at any time, but we are confident once you are in this group, you're getting our help. You're learning how to implement our 6 steps. We're there alongside you. You are going to be long-term members because there is so much value in this group.
For sure. And in addition to both Ruth and I, you actually will have access to my husband too, who is a tech guru. He does live tech trainings as well in this group every single week, helping people with the challenges of technology and implementing in so many topics. I think he gets just as many people, if not more, on his live trainings every single week as we do, Ruth. And
I mean, tech is such a big deal for a lot of people who have never really dived into that piece before, and it can be super, super intimidating. So the value that Rob adds to the group is just phenomenal.
Yeah. So guys, if you want access to this for just $47 a month, drop us an access. And we are going to be sending the link to each of you for this. And we're also going to be sending you the PDF that we have as well. And if you have any questions, we're going to come back right now as well and be doing the Q&A. So I'm going to stop the share here real quickly. All right, and in fact, I'm also going to go ahead and get that link and just be dropping it in here. And if you are able to bring up the questions, Ruth.
Yeah, absolutely. I see Kylie wants access. That's awesome, Kylie. Love to help you out in the group. And I'm just looking through the questions here. Gary says his Facebook fan page ad account is currently locked. Gary, make sure that if it's because one of your ads was not approved, that you appeal it and go through the appeal process if you haven't already. And
all right, guys, and I am also going to be dropping the link right here where you can get access to our ambassador group. All right, so if you guys see that, I dropped that in there, but I see that Sandra has also said access. And thanks, Gary. We appreciate it. Yeah. And let's see here, guys, if there's anybody other questions that we have.
Yeah, I see Gary says, I did, waiting for the response. I noticed when I was coaching today, one of my students on Facebook, a little notification popped up that said Facebook apologizes, but it's taking them time to get back to all of the requests. It's
Yeah,
probably because of what's everything's going on in the world right now. So
I think
everybody be just patient, but hopefully you'll hear from them soon.
Yeah, I think to get that access, or because of the coronavirus, it's taking them longer because they're needing to review so much more stuff. So guys, I did drop in here the link for the ambassador group. I will be sending it out in a follow-up email as well. But if you actually want to go in here and copy and paste it out of the chat, you can get that. Oh, let me just drop it in here one more time.
Oh, it went to the panelists, Trish.
Oh,
Got
okay.
to select
Sorry, guys.
panelists.
Yes,
And,
I do. Thank you so much. I didn't even notice that.
yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. Here you go, guys. So sorry about that. Everybody should have access to that now. All right.
Jackie has asked, is this cost in addition to EMP if I'm already a member there? And the answer is yes. This is Trish and I's private coaching group. Sometimes there are people out in the internet space who need a little bit of additional hand holding and help along the way. And they want to stay connected with us in the group and get some coaching there. So this is our private group, and it is in addition, it's totally separate from EMP.
Correct. Yeah, it's not affiliated in any way at all, guys. And so hopefully you got the link there. Kylie, I hope you got that. And I hope Sandra was able to get that as well. And does anybody else have any questions? Any questions that we can answer for you? I want to make sure that we give you guys our full attention. And was this helpful, guys? Was this training helpful for you guys tonight? If you got value, please drop us a value. We want to make sure that it was, and we appreciate you hanging out with us. Great. Oh, lots of value coming in. Awesome.
Feedback. We're always trying to give you as many tips and roadmaps and big picture views of things so that you can understand this internet space.
Exactly. And Felicia, it's nice to see you here. I always see you on my fan page. It's so nice to see you in here as well. And guys, I'm going to be sending out emails to all of you that's going to have your PDF, right? It's also going to have the link for you to go get access to our ambassador group, if just in case you didn't do that. When do we need to start with $47 and for how long? So Rashmi, you can start as soon as you're ready. So when you go ahead and click on the link, which I'll pop in here one more time, you'll go ahead and pay $47, and then every 30 days you'll be charged, so once a month. However, you can cancel at any time if you want to. So far, I don't think anybody's canceling. No, they're loving what they're getting in that group. And yes, and that is in US dollars. That is correct. You will get access to our private group as well right after you go ahead and register. We've got a group that's called Social Networking Professionals Ambassadors, and that's where this is. And oh, it looks like Mara's ad account got approved again, so she's going to be posting a live video, which is great. And all right, guys. Well, if there aren't any more questions, be looking for your emails because I will be sending a link for the replay as well. So if you guys want to go back through this and go over any more information, you're going to have access to that. And we thank you so much for showing up. And please feel free to share this with any friends or business partners or anyone who you think could also gain some knowledge and find value.
Have a wonderful night, everyone. Stay healthy and safe, and we will see you again real soon.
Bye for now.